Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Pandora's Tower. After saving our friend yet again, and I'm not so sure we should be saving her because she's kind of spooky, oh man, did I never pick that up? Colors, oh yeah, I don't know if I did actually. Colors in a Dream. I saw him choked by a chain of silver. Aaron looked so sad. I kept apologizing. Aaron was apologizing too. Bright red butterflies flew from his mouth. Is this dream? Is the curse to blame for this too? Yeah, those weren't butterflies. Yep, I got a few more texts down here. An unreadable old text and the Master's Rage. Long ago, the elders of Ios joined the forces of the tribe of the Vestra to bring the War of Unification to an end by creating the 13 Masters. Wait, hold on. The War of Unification. This is an attempt to bring peace to the world, yet 470 years later the kingdoms still fight. But to attempt to recreate the Masters, it has come back to haunt us as the heavens have punished us for our stupidity, for our sheer arrogance. Our land is torn apart as a vicious storm is unleashed. A storm we cannot bring to a halt. I can only pray for us. Please, Masters, I beg of you, forgive us for what we have done. Forgive our stupidity. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess they wanted to use the Masters, obviously, as, like, war machines, but for anybody who was hoping that that would, like, help their land, I don't think... They don't really seem to be that, like, benevolent for anybody. They kind of just seem to screw everybody over.
Sure to take this with you.
Oh, let's see what we've gotten today.
You don't need to give me anything in return. We help each other out.
The Scar 2. Most copies of our last missive were seized by persons unknown, but we refuse to be deterred. Our research continues, and this time we have spoken with a member of the army from the time in question. He was in the army half a century ago, and was patrolling the region around Okanos. At that time, the chasm we know as the Scar did not exist, and scientists and scholars would accompany the soldiers on their sorties into Okanos. Soon after he was sent to serve in our capital, the cataclysm struck our land. He tried to make contact with his comrades who had been in Okanos, but he got no response. The Scar, the cataclysm, the army's research. What can it all mean? Find out more next time. And we fixed your ring, so you can have it back again. Don't break it. Here, read what this means. I can't use words.
That boy's mother. She spends all day praying to the gods. Please bring me a child. She does it for her husband's sake. For the sake of their future.
And I'm gonna give her back that ring, which I finally fixed. It's not that expensive. I mean, it is, but, you know, stop breaking it.
Thank you, Aaron. I'll try not to break it this time.
If you notice you're turning into a squid, just take it off.
The war. It was just so terrible. So many people died or got separated from their loved ones.
Alright, that's it. Alright, so I'm gonna go throw everything I don't need into storage, and we'll get started with the next tower. Actually, I think we're good to go. Let's ride. So I was told that there is a normal enemy in this tower that's really difficult, though he has apparently a quick, easy kill. And then the boss of the voice crack, the boss of this tower is actually pretty easy. So we'll definitely see. Or my Wii, I think, just like flatlined. That's a bad sound. Yep, my Wii stopped. That'll be fun. Give me a moment. I can't even hold the power button to turn it off. I gotta go behind my TV and unplug it. Wow. Well, let's give that another try. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right, let's try this again. Okay, my Wii U hasn't flatlined yet. This is good. This is good news. Ooh. Floaty platforms. Oh yes, this seems like a very much more exciting version of the previous one. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty excited. So we got a doorway that way. Yep. Symbol of fire. We've got a broken doorway that way. And we've got another doorway that way. Okay. It doesn't look like it's the one-way doors from what I can tell. Also, I was told, so... One thing that I had started doing was just cutting the smaller enemies, because... Oh wow, yeah. It was because I thought it gave me just the same thing, like, for the smaller enemies when you, Oh, good lord. Whenever you just, did the chain or you hit it out of them, like hit the item out of them, I thought it gave you the same thing, but apparently you get a much better reward if you use the chain on the enemies. Like, it's 50 Leots instead of like 8 or whatever, which is actually a sizable upgrade. So I'll definitely make sure to do that. I just, for some reason, I thought it was a much smaller amount difference or something like that, so I never bothered with it. I think this is that big vertical room. Oh yeah, I was also told... Oh, okay, we'll read this first. Whomever may read these words. You must escape the 13 towers without any delay. What lies at the top is only death. I think you mean not turning into a spooky beast monster. We were told we were on a training exercise and we did battle with the beast known as the Master of the Blazing Citadel. But it was a lie. This was no exercise. We were part of an experiment. We fought with all we had, but those shields that floated around the beast deflected our attacks. As we tired, it struck us down one by one. Ah, beep, beep! Sorry, I've got something going on in the background. As we tired, it struck us down one by one. I hid among the corpses of my comrades and somehow managed to make it to here. But when they realize there's one body missing up there, they will track me down for certain. I cannot remain here, I must move fast. That's kinda grim. Anyway, I was told apparently all those locked doors are a New Game Plus thing. Isn't that lovely? Which means I can't get it. Can I hit that from up here? No. Yeah, so basically all those locked doors are a New Game Plus thing, and I think... I was told they lead to like a 4th weapon you can only get on New Game Plus. Which is, it's still a little disappointing. Oh, I guess we can't go this way until we knock down that ladder. It's another shortcut track. Yeah. So yeah, we won't be getting into those locked doors. Probably. I don't know, maybe if I'm really interested I'll go and take a look, but if it's like near the end of the game where the extra weapon is, I'm not messing with that. Oh man, fire mods. Is this the terrifying enemy I was told about? It'd help if I had a decent camera. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. So is the goal to go after the big one, or what? Or just to get rid of the smaller ones until they're like gone? You know what? Send him after me again. Oh, never mind. You broke my guard stone, I bet. I don't even know, but I bet you did. Oh gosh, please, the Wii can't handle this. Oh gosh, I am losing a lot of health here. Please stop. Yeah, I think this is the enemy that was being referred to. Oh god, please. Did something else break? Get me out of here. This place is crazy. Can I die from burning damage? That would be tragic. Okay, I'm still not burning to death, but I am extremely worried about how to get through this. Nope. Nope. Oh no, please, that was a terrible use of the Sage Stone. Oh, that's sad. Like, what is it doing? It's using the smaller ones to block it. Oh my gosh. They're brutal, they really are. Do I have to throw them? And even when you dodge, they still come after you. Oh my gosh, wow. I don't know if I would call this a difficult enemy by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a very weird enemy. Ow. Please stop. Please stop. Is that it? That's what you have to do? You just have to throw the mods back at it? Oh my gosh, if I'm not going to die from this one moth enemy. Worst enemy in the entire tower. Worst enemy in the entire tower. Please. Please, no! No! That sucked really bad. That sucked really bad. Yeah, that was like immensely bad. Hardest boss in the game. You know, I was just thinking about it. I don't use any of those, like, bombs or anything. I bet the easiest way to beat him is with, like, a bomb or something, because it's just a big group of enemies. That's probably what it is. Worst enemy in the entire tower. No! Come on, leave, stop. That's so rude. Okay, so this thing's killed me like 3 times. I'm fairly certain the strategy is to throw mods at it. The problem is it's just so hard to attack, it really is, like it's... He's not on the ground for very long and he's got all these little dudes covering him. And when they go in for the attack, it's like there's nothing you can do to stop it almost, it feels. Yeah, like that. What's that? They just explode after a while? Alright, talk to me about some bad luck, right? So, we first had that bit where my Wii froze, and I play a little bit more in the tower. Hopefully I think I was able to recover some of that footage, but then power goes out for like, I want to say 20-25 minutes. Yeah. I think I was able to recover most of the footage I had. I went a little bit farther than that, but I want to say maybe like another minute or 2 farther. So the last bit of footage I have was about halfway through the moth battle, which I finally did manage to defeat, thank goodness. I'm gonna go back to that point, we'll redo the moth battle, and then we'll continue forward. Alright, so... now we can fight it again. And I don't know how much footage I actually was able to save. Like, I really don't know. I was probably able to save a little bit more audio than I was video. Just because of the nature of how this recording software likes to work. I think I did have like I did have one, I think I had one line, which if I did save, I'm definitely going to be letting you guys know about. Oh man, can I actually do some damage before it tries to murder me? Oh god. Yeah, but this seems to be the key, from what I can tell, is throw back throw back the mods at it, and that seems to be what you want to do. Of course, if it doesn't have any mods protecting it, I should be able just to pull the crap out of it. Or, you know, just get wailed on. You know, actually, I might not end up using the audio. I'm just gonna... Just let me say this really quick. Let me say this really quick. Yeah, I'll just leave out all that audio, but the biggest problem that I had with this guy... I mean, I got him okay this time because I kind of knew what I was doing because I've already defeated him once. The biggest problem is every other enemy in the game has taught you that if you properly dodge, you can avoid its damage. The problem with that enemy was that, here, we're gonna read through this really quick because I don't think that's saved. But let me finish my thought. The problem with this enemy was that even if you dodged, the bats would still come after you, and you can only dodge twice before you have that cooldown, and the bats would then all proceed to attack you. So the only real method of actually fending off the bat attacks that I could tell was either to run really far away, which normally didn't work too well, or to kill them as they were coming in at you, which, unless you had something like the scythe, which I switched off of because I needed more speed, didn't work so well. So, I don't know, I didn't like this enemy because it very much went against everything else the towers have taught you so far, which is evade and dodge. Moth Queen Extermination. We are sorry to report that the extermination of the Moth Queen, the most difficult enemy in the entire game, from the tower is proving rather more difficult than originally foreseen. As it flies, it disperses scales into the air. When we fire arrows to hit these scales, the Queen reacts by turning around. If we don't do something about those scales, our arrows will not be able to reach the Moth Queen. There is some good news, however. We have gathered some scales and they are made of a highly combustible material. We are hoping this fact will prove useful as we strive to find a solution. Oh yeah, and I hypothesized because, basically because they release gunpowder when they drop, would that Inferno Bomb that the Queen dropped, like if I used an Inferno Bomb on the Moth, would that be just a quick kill on it? I don't know. Let me know if you, let me know if I'm correct on that, I don't know. But that seems like that would be it. Because I was told there was an easy way to kill it. And I'm pretty sure the easy way isn't throwing mods at it, because that's kind of difficult. Let's see, I don't know if I said this additionally. Actually, I may have, but I'm going to reiterate it anyway. I was told that it's much better to pull the chain on all enemies, even the smaller enemies, which I thought it wasn't, just because you get much more out. I should have seen that coming. You get much more money if you do the chain on them. Like, instead of 5 Leops off the smaller enemies, you get, well, like, 50 or 90. Which is a much bigger improvement. Which I always knew that it worked better on big enemies like that. I just didn't know the smaller enemies had the same kind of boost to them, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know I got through this room. I think it might have been the next room was the one that my power cut out on. Just crossing my fingers that doesn't happen again. That's always the most fun part about doing Let's Plays, is when your power goes out. I always thought about buying one of those, like, uninterruptible power source thingies, just so I'd have the ability, yeah, it was this room, yeah. Just so I'd have the ability, whoops, to be able to, like, save my videos. Like, you know, obviously I'm not expecting, stupid mods. I hope there isn't another Moth Queen in here. I'm not sure if there is. I didn't get to far enough to check. Okay, then. But I don't know, I'd love the ability just to be able to, at least save my videos. You know, I wouldn't necessarily be able to keep playing, because, uninterruptible power sources go up the more power and the longer you need it to last goes. I just don't have that kind of money, but maybe if I could get, like, one that would give me, like, an extra 5 minutes, that would be great. Yeah, I remember. I hit that with the fire rock, and then my power immediately went out. I was a little bit upset about that. Fire bats aren't bad, as long as they're not, you know, coming in a huge swarm. Pedestrian water. That was for my chain, right? If I'm not mistaken. Where is that? Oh, whoops. It'd be under all, wouldn't it? Enhances the chain. I believe so. Oh, wait, no, so, oh, no. So that's just a one-time boost? Oh. I mean, I guess it isn't the worst thing. It's not hard to build up that chain, it's just... I didn't know that's what it did. I want to figure out if I can reasonably... Stupid bats, if I can reasonably play this video game. Oh well, if I need gunpowder, I've got lots of it. Oh no, I can't actually grapple from that. Need to see if I can get a rock over to this middle platform. There we go. Oh, no, please no. I've got another one of these doors I can't get to. My rock break? I want another rock. Honestly, I think that is probably one of my favorite mechanics of this game, is just the throwing ability. Oh, hey there. Am I supposed to do this? Okay, that was scary. I haven't really seen any super thin ledges like this in the game yet, so I wasn't sure if I was actually supposed to go across that. Ooh. Use my scythe to help me balance. Yeah, I feel like the throwing mechanic in this game is probably just the coolest thing so far. Like, there's a lot of really neat things, and, you know, I've already talked about how I like a lot of these, but, you know, falling into holes is great. Because I've seen a lot of games, you know, like a lot of Legend of Zelda-esque games use the hook shot ability of the chain, and you can use it as a weapon, you know. So while it's cool, I've seen it before, but using this chain as like a throwable thing, that's deadly. That's kind of different. Oh no, is this the... Oh no! Oh no, get me out of here. No, I'm not fighting you again. That's where all the mods have been coming from. Yeah, just using the... I guess it'd be a good enemy if you wanted to grind, if you could get its if you could, like, kill it fast. I was gonna say something, and I totally forgot what it was. Oh yeah, now I remembered. Using the chain as like a throwing thing, like you can grab an item and then chuck it with like really good accuracy like this, which I still question how he's become so attuned to this weapon so quickly, but you know, we'll skip over that for now. It's ow. I think that's probably the coolest part for me, is just the swinging in the wrong directions, is just being able to use it as a throwing device. I spent a long time talking about that, and I babbled a lot, I'm sorry. Unless you like my babbles. The only thing that could be improved is this hookshot swing thing. Like, there's some weird physics on that. I'm not totally in love with that. Looks like there's a chain through this door, actually. Actually, this kind of looks like the way up to the tower, which means the chain's probably the other way. Yeah, probably that way. Well, I don't really know for sure, but we're gonna try it. Oh, please, please, physics. Nier never had these problems. His physics work just fine. Very dark back here. Can I, like, chuck a rock to see? Yes. I have a feeling my chain might be this way. man. This vertical camera thing, this is cool. And spooky, but cool. They really are digging these thin platforms in this dungeon, aren't they? Just don't make my camera rotate while I do it and I'll be fine. Broken Phoenix Stone. What did the Phoenix Stone do again? Totally forgot. Maybe we can get it fixed. I think it increased your power or something. Not that I currently have room for that. All of my space is being taken up. I wanted to make that, that one item, I think it's like a leather something that halves the, halves how much your items break. That's kind of next on my list of things to make, because I keep getting my stupid power stones and stuff broken. What is this thing? It's like another bat, but not a mean one? Not so tough now, are you, big guy? Yeah, so that was an easy beast flesh. Most of the beast flesh enemies require a bit of work, but not that one, apparently. I believe we are... good, another locked door. I believe we're really close to the first chain. Just have to fight some extremely easy enemies, it looks like. Whoops. Oh gosh, what? Am I paralyzed? No, please. I don't like... No, stop. How do I not be paralyzed? These are strange enemies indeed. Oh god, no. It doesn't appear like I can... Wow. Don't stun lock me, please. Oh, no. Thank goodness it isn't 100% chance. That's gonna get boring real fast. Well, actually, that's what I needed. That's one thing I needed to... I need more pelts. That's the problem. To make the next... to make that leather lining or whatever it was called. Come on, guys. And to make leather pelts, I needed bodily fluid, I think, or something. So actually, I do need more bodily fluid if I can help it. But I do remember strange grains being pretty useful too, though. There we go. Yeah, as long as they don't stun lock me, I'm okay with them. Ooh, and a random sage stone hiding in the corner. You would have been sneakier if you weren't so shiny. Oh boy, we'll get to see how Elena's doing after this, see if she's touching all of my things that I don't want her to touch. I wonder, I hope Elena, I hope she's dealing with this.
I wonder how long he's going to be. I just can't do it. I just can't.
You can't?
Not without you.
Uh-oh. I'm kind of wondering, like, should I just go back to her now? Just to keep her from breaking all the stuff? Like, we're so close. Like, I didn't get that far, honestly. It would be nice just to keep her from turning into a spooky monster and breaking all of her stuff again, which that's my favorite thing that she does, is she breaks all the fancy gifts I give her. I love that part of the game. Yeah, what's my inventory even look like right now? 41 out of 60. Yeah, I might as well go back. I'll do a pit stop for stuff. Well, let me look a little farther this way first. Some enemies down there. Oh man, we got a good Phoenix Stone this time. We're gonna have some cool stuff to take home to Mom. Hope there's another door down here. Ow. Man, there's stuff down here. I don't know why I wouldn't want to go down here. We got dryad berries and mercury. Yeah, totally worth it to come down here. Yeah, I guess all I do is go up now. That seems about right. Just keep going up. So we'll have to go to that outside section. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head back. And I'll feed Elena some beast flesh and we can continue. Yep, I know. Stop tolling at me.